Now, I will want to welcome one of the reviewers for the Global AgriFood TechPreneur Programme, a very great support for the program and who has really worked with us to ensure that we are able to present you this fantastic participants in the program. And that is no other person than Dr. Mulugete T. Solomon. You're very welcome, Mulugete. I'll just do a quick intro about yourself before you carry on. So, Dr. Mulugete T. Solomon is co-founder and managing partner of Ade Agri Tourism Industry EG, and currently working as a freelance data analytics, and previously worked as a data analytics consultant at the Information Lab Italy in Milan, and a certified data analyst and Omenda Milan local chapter lead. Dr. Mulugete Solomon holds a PhD in Management of Innovation in Agriculture and Food System. He also has 2 MSc degrees in Data Science and Mediterranean Organic Agriculture, while also holding a BSc in Plant Sciences. Dr. Solomon has worked in multiple countries and is an international volunteer for the Omdena community and the Eritrean Scholars Society. He is also a member of the research expert panel at IntelliDigest, a reviewer for the Global AgriFood TechPreneur Programme, and an agri-tech mentor at Genesis International Limited. Dr. Solomon believes in collaboration over competition and is passionate about using AI and data science to solve real-world problems for a better global society. You're very much welcome, Dr. Mulugete Solomon. So I'll hand over to you now.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Dr. Kanu. It's a pleasure to be part of this initiative program. It's excellent to support young people, young graduates in the sustainable agri-food systems. And then it was a great pleasure to review or to be part of the reviewers of these initiatives, although all the process was not be very easy. A lot of the candidates were very excellent, the projects were very good, but we had to follow certain criteria to select some of the people. So it was a great pleasure to learn all the projects. All of them were super excellent. And then I learned a lot from what comes from young people. It was excellent opportunity also for me to know the global agri-food systems. And then thank you for IntelliDigest for this opportunity and trust on me. Okay, now maybe I would call first list of applicants. The first people to come to the stage, I think, Christine Adoha from Benin, Mark Matthew from Uganda, Anthony Isabu from Uganda, Mesgobo and Adongo from Ghana, Ruth Adesina from Nigeria. Welcome everyone.
Thank you so much, Dr. Solomon. Thank you for everything. Yeah, this is a great opportunity that I want to use to share with you what we were doing in Benin with our venture, thanks to the support from the IntelliDigest. Thank you so much. Are you able to see my slide, please?
Not yet, Christian. Do you want to share your slide, please?
Yes. Thank you so much. Hello, everyone. Such a great pleasure for me to meet you all today. And first, I would like to say thank you to the Global AgriFood TechPreneur Programme for their indirect support to our ventures and the insightful interactive sessions we have all this year in the program. My name is Christian Ado from Benin, founder and the CEO of BioPlanet. I am a senior technician in agricultural engineering and environmental management. BioPlanet is an agricultural company producing granulated organic fertilizer from biodegradable waste recycling in the town of Pobe in Benin for food system sustainability, environmental sanitation, and climate restoration. With our venture, the main problems we were addressing in the town of Pobe in Benin are farmlands impoverishment and food chemical contamination due to the use of synthetic fertilizers. The farmlands impoverishment leads to significant decline in agricultural yields, which causes food insecurity. Food chemical contamination, which affects negatively lives of more than 10,000 people in Pobe. Following these social issues, there is today a growing demand for eco-friendly products, especially organic fertilizer. We therefore collect, recycle, and transform biodegradable waste into granulated organic fertilizer at affordable price to help local farmers of Pobe, who today are more than 18,000, restore their farmlands for increased healthiest yields and income. To obtain our products, we go through an innovative process. It starts from waste collection to product granulation. The whole process takes 5 months, including the waste collection activities. In 2024, with our total budget of $15,000, we will be able to produce and sell 2,000 bags of 50 kilograms of fertilizer, generating a turnover of $24,000 with net profit of $6,000. We have an amazing team made up of 5 senior technicians ready to work hard as soon as possible, and also advisors who are ready to work hand in hand with us to achieve our project goals. Thank you so much for your kind attention, and we do welcome you warmly at BioPlanet for successful collaboration to end poverty and hunger. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Christian. Next is Mark Mateo.
Okay. Right. Farmers market. Okay, thank you so much, Doctor. I don't know whether my screen can be seen. Okay. Okay, thank you so much again, Doctor. My name is Mark Matov, and I'm happy to speak to you about Namibia Farmers Market, which is a farm-to-market disintermediation platform that is reinventing Uganda's approach to food retail by enabling food businesses to get supplies directly from the farm gate. And for a country like Uganda, where over 60% of its population are farmers, this is important because the food distribution structures and channels are inefficient and complex, so the farmers cannot grow. The urban food retailers, the people selling what we eat every day, are getting supplies of poor quality from third parties at higher prices. And the urban dwellers like me and you are paying high price points, often 200% on average, for food or for food that is hardly fresh from the retailers. And as that is so, 40% of marketable quality food is lost through the wholesale markets. When this issue can be seen in Uganda because there lacks a proper market infrastructure to support rural farmers and the urban population. So to help protect food security in our country, Namibia Farmers Market operates a mobile-enabled food supply platform that connects rural smallholder farmers with urban food retailers to help them become economically self-sufficient and provide fresh food to the urban dwellers. The farmers can use their simple, basic, and feature phones to advertise they are ready to harvest crops onto our platform, And the food retailers can conveniently order the same from our platform via a mobile app or a USSD code. And then Nampia does all the matchmaking and organizes the logistics to deliver the food or crops to the doorstep of the food stores, hotels, and restaurants. And the impact of our work is actually mind-boggling, as we have been able to restructure the food supply chain, making it more efficient to the extent that the rural tenant farmers can now sell their produce at up to 40% higher price as compared to the urban wholesale price. And for the food retailers, besides enabling them to save over 30% on the informal market rates, our food delivery service saves them time, allowing them to focus on their sales activities and efficient inventory management. And we have heard from them that they are able to replicate the advantage of sourcing from farmers by selling to their market at fair and reduced prices. So now that we are able to eliminate leakages from the agricultural value chain process owing to mobile payments, we now seek to create to allow flexibility and create a more stable demand for Ugandan farmers, expand our product offering, optimize operations, and grow our market size. And for that, we need to integrate cold storage within our value chains, improve on the efficiency of our logistics and delivery management, expand our platform to aid delivery of relief food, and to increase access to quality inputs to our farmers. And most importantly, we need to build an AI-powered farm operating system to help us engage our farmers with generative agriculture. And we can achieve that with just a modest investment of $680,000. Indeed, if we can be able to properly execute our strategy, the World Food Truck platform will be paramount to us in enabling us to make the movement of food smarter and more productive, so the population will live in balance with our planet Earth. I thank you so much for your time and interest in Nampia Farmers Market.
Thank you, Mark. And the next, Anthony Isabu, please. Anthony Isabu.
Please, yes.
Excellent.
Let me share. Yes, I'm Anthony Esabu from Nile Interconsults, a company based here in Uganda. So we are trying to improve the livelihoods through vermicomposting of organic food wastes. So what is the problem? The population in Uganda and the globe in general, and this means that a lot of waste is being degenerated and even has led to the degradation of our environment. The solution, therefore, our company has come up with a technology called the vermi technology. This actually uses earthworms to degrade or decompose this waste into organic fertilizer, which is actually rich in NPK and is efficient for crop growth. The market opportunity, we have actually tried to do our survey and we found that the total available market is $873.6 million. The serviceable available market is 873.6, no, it is this one, $291.2 million. Then we plan, as a company, we plan to occupy 1% of that market, giving us a serviceable, obtainable market of $2.91 million. So the traction, so far, it's good that we have got the 50% use adoption of our product, the 70% increase in gross sales, 100 jobs created, more than 75% customer satisfaction. This is our team, Esabu Anthony, Sharon Sichomu, Egaro Emmanuel, the climate change expert, Deo Auket, the marketing manager. So this is our financial projections you will realize that indeed from 2024 up to 2028. On that, we are therefore asking for 50,000, only 50,000 US dollar, build a vermicompost factory with the modern machines. We also want to improve on our packaging and expand the customer base. This will actually make our business more sustainable and help the farmers in Uganda, Africa, and the continent at large. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Anthony. Thank you. Our next speaker is Mezop Adongo, Muzabadengo from Ghana. Please, over to you. Welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Solomon, and nice to meet you. I'm grateful for this opportunity today, and I say thank you to the team of Intellect Digest, Dr. Kanu Fenyua and her team. I'm grateful for the opportunity. Yeah.
Hello, Miss Up. Can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me, Miss Up? Hello? Hello?
Hello, Doctor. Hello.
Your slide is up now, so you can start presenting. Thank you.
I want to start with the first lesson, but I'm not getting it.
Okay, don't worry. I'll move the slides for you.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Nice to meet you. My name is Mezopadongo, and I am from Ghana. I am the founder and the CEO of Global Farms Limited. We are privileged today to present to you on minimizing the use of agrochemicals and synthetic fertilizers in the production of vegetables. Yeah, Global Farms is a registered green entrepreneurship enterprise. It is located in the Upper East region of Ghana at the Zongwili community. The Zongwili community. We produce and supply organic vegetables such as onions, cabbages, tomatoes, okra, among others, with organic honey and livestock. Our target of customer base includes government feeding schools, restaurants, chain shops, and outdoor caterers. The management team. Golgoti Farms has a 3-member management team comprising of 2 males and 1 female, with complementary skills from diverse fields of study. The problem. We are by this opportunity presenting this problem as one of the peculiar problems affecting the Boku West district. In recent years, the Boku West district in the Upper East region of Ghana has been faced with unprecedented cases of environmental health linked to the unsafe, indiscriminate, and excessive use of agrochemicals by smallholders disorders and mental retardation in the district. The solution at Golgoti Farms, an answer to the pesticides havoc is organic farming, an environmentally friendly agricultural approach which ultimately leads to proper human health. We use organic production methods and techniques such as crop rotation, the use of compost and farmyard manure, the use of green manuring, and the use of biological means of pest control and integrated pest management system in our production. The impact has been in existence for the past 2 years, and we have impacted greatly in our community and the following areas: youth and women empowerment, rural natural resources stewardship, healthy and nutritious food supply to our community, job creation and income generation, increasing consumer life expectancy through the supply of healthy food, environmental conservation, and healthy soil and healthy and productive soil. Thank you. We are grateful for the
Thank you, Muzab. The next presenter is Ruth Adesina. Welcome, Ruth, from Nigeria. Welcome.
Hello, Ruth. I think you're muted at this point. Do you want to mute yourself? Hello, can you hear me? Thank you.
Yes. The major challenge of livestock farmers is feeding its livestock with a low quality of feed, which affects the growth, yield of meat, milk, meat, etc., either positively or negatively. So R&G Feed Mill wants to stand in the gap for these farmers in solving this problem by providing feed of a right quality, quantity, and at the right time for the farmers. Feed is the major cost in animal production, whereby it takes 60 to 70% of the cost of poultry and fish production, 60 to 70% of cost for finished cattle, while 55% of producing milk, while 50% of the cost of finished lamb. The essentials in feed mill: developed fenced land, building a warehousing, building for plants, building for laboratory and workshop, and building for power generating sets, weighbridge, plant and machineries, raw materials, and workforce. It can be skilled, semi-skilled, unskilled, even technicians. Process in feed manufacturing. Feed is produced all over the world in mesh or pellet form, but the basic processes are the same: the procurement of raw materials, quality control, intake and weight, In conclusion, we can see what the feed mill manufacturing factory looks like. In conclusion, feed feed mill production in Nigeria will go a long way to solve other problems like the problem of herdsmen going from one place to the other in order to take their cattle for grazing, which causes conflict and even killings in the country. That is Nigeria. It will also reduce danger encountered by the livestock and even the herdsmen by themselves. It will also provide employment. It will generate revenue to the government. Feed mill is a lucrative business which require funding for sustainability and productivity in Nigeria and even in the whole world. My name is Ruth Adesina, the CEO of R&G Feed Mill. You can contact me at mailsforroot2012gmail.com or call 07061292560. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Ruth. Thank you so much. The next presenter, I would call the next 5 people, would be Niara Tuzo Amada Muyuro, sorry for the pronunciation, from Zimbabwe. Dembo Kiata from Gambia, Kiata Gracin Kabungo from DRC, Bernard Kui from Ghana, Dodune Keba from Republic of Congo. Please start from Amada.
Good day to you all. My name is Nyaradzo Amanda Munyoro from Zimbabwe. I'm trying to see. I thought I shared my slides. Oh, it's processing. My slides are processing. Can I proceed?
Yes, Nyara, you can proceed.
Thank you. Good day, everyone. My name is Nyaradzo Amanda Munyoro from Zimbabwe. I'm from Women in Farming and Entrepreneurship, which is a social enterprise which I actually founded. And our focus is the total emancipation of women and youth in agriculture, focusing on agriculture entrepreneurship, life skills training, psychosocial support, networking, fundraising, and agriculture tourism. And our website is as on the screen. And so far, we've managed to fund 20,000 worth of projects for women in farming and entrepreneurship using our own savings. The problem that we're trying to deal with relates to a situation whereby we're saying that women in agriculture constitute 60 to 80% of the labor force within sub-Saharan Africa, and yet the disaggregated ecosystem of agriculture in Zimbabwe affects them in a way that limits their ability to prosper in agriculture. Key challenges relate to market imbalances, which are dominated by male people. Then we also look at lack of access to capital, lack of technical skills, and also limited use of technology. So we also discovered that based on a survey done by UNDP, we discovered that there's at least 100,000 women farming entrepreneurs, and these cannot succeed because of the limitations, especially arising from the fact that the agriculture ecosystem is so disaggregated with lots of information asymmetries affecting mostly the women. So what are we proposing as a solution now? What we're proposing is digitalizing the agriculture ecosystem. And we have an ask of 63,000. And how are we going to do it? We realize that some of the aspects that we need are already captured within the World Food Tracker. So we seek to leverage on the World Food Tracker from a sustainability perspective to save resources of trying to replicate a new model. However, would ask for add-ins in terms of, for example, farm management, where these women farmers, given that they are women and they're in Africa, they've got so many roles and they've got so much time that they spend on the fields because it's actually the subsistence way of doing it, and also they then have to do the work in the houses. So the first thing that we want to do is we want to teach them in terms of smart farming, and we want that to be training on the platform. Over and above that, we want them to be able to monitor their fields real time using technology, which is another plug-in that we want, so that we limit the amount of time that they spend on the fields as they do smart farming. At the same time, we capacitate them to be able to monitor their fields better, their livestock better, and even train them in terms of financial literacy. Then we also want a module where there'll be value addition, because we acknowledge that at least a third of what is grown is actually wasted and thrown away. So value addition training would help us save part of that third that is actually wasted. Over and above that, this online platform will then plug into a physical marketplace that we intend to establish for the women, just a pro women farmers market. And in terms of that, we've actually partnered with the Women's University in Africa to host that market. And in terms of the same partnership, we'll be having short courses linking the women with at least a qualification in agriculture, because most of them lack the technical skills and know-how as well in terms of agriculture. And within the same platform, we then want to also have a wellness module, because we recognize that women in farming in Africa, in terms of their business, they're really affected by unpaid labor hours, which result in stress because of the many roles that they have. So we're then going to have an online peer-to-peer support platform to support the women in agriculture, and also to raise awareness in terms of the therapeutic aspects of agriculture through a drive called Agriculture for Wellness, and globally it is called Green Mental Health. So we then raise an awareness on how agriculture can actually be therapeutic and also help save these women from non-communicable diseases, for example. And then on the same platform, there'll then be potential to interact with potential market players. And then there's also the advantage of being able to interact with potential funders, because they can already see what these women are doing, because they'll be profiled on the same platform. And then in terms of sustainability of what we're trying to do, we believe that this is a very sustainable model of innovating around the aggregating the food system to address gender equalities, because first of all, we're going to leverage on an existing platform. And this existing platform is the World Food Tracker. And secondly, we're going to leverage on local partnerships for capacity building and also to utilize infrastructure. For example, like I mentioned before, the Women Farmers Market will reside within the Women's University, and with the possibility of replicating to other countries where the university has presence. Also, we're saying as an organization, as WIFE, we'll be able to make money commission from market sales, member subscriptions, and agriculture tourism for sustainability of the organization. And another aspect is capitalizing on global presence and network of IntelliDigest to facilitate the plugins. And that will also help us facilitate trade in the future, because there'll then be prospects of the women to actually export their produce through the same platform, which is actually modified. With that, I thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Amada. Now I call the next person, Dembo Keta from Gambia, please.
Hello everyone, I am Dembokeda, the founder of S&D Farm, located in the Upper River region of the Gambia. The Gambia, with the highest Hello?
Hello, are you having any
Do you see
problem?
my
Yes,
yeah,
we can see your screen. We can see your slide, please. Do you want to go ahead with your presentation?
yes, but I'm not seeing my slides. That's the problem. After sharing it.
Okay, I will move the slide for you so you
Okay,
can carry on with the presentation. Thank you.
you're welcome. Okay, so the Gambia has over 70% of of land arable, but yet still 80% of its food is imported outside the country. And then due to exchange rate, most of these families cannot buy this food in the quantity and the quality that they need, and then that leads to malnutrition and hunger and malnutrition, especially in on the age on the 5 and pregnant women. That leads to maternal mortality. So at S&D Farm, we produce we use climate smart agricultural products practices in producing chemical-free fruits and vegetables. We also propagate tree seedlings whereby we collect hard plastic materials, bags and bottles, we cut them and then propagate tree seedlings in them. We also produce, we are also into animal husbandry, poultry, that means in poultry, ruminant, and catfish production. So our catfish also, we use these old refrigerators that are thrown to the dumping ground. So we collect them and then wash them and then rear our fish in them. So we also we collect organic waste that are decomposable, both from food waste and also other agricultural waste and other decomposable waste. We produce organic compost, both liquid and solid, and then we apply it on our crops and also sell it to other farmers, especially women. So we are also doing seed banking, whereas if we have any viable seed or crop, then we try to produce it in a large quantity and then sell it to other farmers. So our impact include production of tackling hunger and malnutrition and maternal mortality because we produce healthy products. We equally train school children because in the Upper River region, the Gambia has introduced agriculture as its own curriculum, but most of the schools lack the facility to have all the other sectors. So we invite those schools to come to our farm and then train them, and also they can use our facilities. We also train women gardeners and the youth before they embark on backway journey. We call it backway journey. Crossing through the sea go to Europe. But before doing that, we trained them. Some of them decided to invest because they have the money. Before they spend on it, kill themselves on it. We don't stop at that. So our today is World Soil Day. Our because we collect what we call this organic waste, compost it, and they apply it on our soil and they sell it to the farmers. That regenerate the soil. Our target is to expand our production capacity so that we can supply other regions. We will not stop at Upper River region alone, but we can also supply other regions in the Gambia and equally supply to other regions, other countries outside the Gambia. We need 20,151.51 dollars to expand our production, and we will be able to train more youths and they employ youths so that they will not go to back way. But equally, we serve our people at a reasonable price so that every family will be able to afford our products at a reasonable price. So we are expected to generate 9,090 US dollars yearly. We are our team of four. We intend to increase based on if we have any funding, but all these four combined together have more than a decade in horticulture and animal husbandry experience. So I thank you. In case if you need any partnership, anything, here are our contacts. Thank you very much.
Thank you so very much. Thank you. Thank you, Embo. The next one is Gratin Kabungo from Democratic Republic of Congo, please.
Hello, Garcian. Are you having a problem? Can you start presenting, please? Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Can I present?
Can you please go ahead with your presentation, Gracian? Thank you.
Bernan Kiwi Aka from Ghana. Bernan Kiwi Mensa Aka from Ghana, please. Welcome. Unmute yourself and present yourself, please.
Huh? Yes. Should I proceed? Hello? Hello, should I proceed?
Please go ahead with your presentation.
Okay. Good afternoon, esteemed reviewers and fellow innovators. Today, I'm pitching for and on behalf of Agro Empire, and I'm with Bernard Aka. So we stand before you not just as founders of Agro Empire, but as stewards of change our food systems. In the heart of Agro Empire lies a commitment to revolutionize agriculture. We specialize in two key domains: the meticulous cultivation of snails and the climate-smart production of tomatoes and peppers. Our approach is not merely business, it's a pledge to sustainable food systems. So now, we confront the problem. Our global food system is strained, often compromising environmental health and jeopardizing future generations' well-being. So traditional farming practices contribute to resource depletion, ecosystem degradation, and the looming food security crisis. Now, the solution we are professing steps into this narrative as a catalyst for change. In our snail value chain, we employ precision agriculture and advanced analytics to optimize growth conditions. For tomatoes and peppers, we integrate climate-smart techniques, ensuring responsible resource use by marrying technology with agriculture. We are shaping a resilient and sustainable future. So this is the immediate future of Agro Empire Limited, where we blend the production of snails using a climate-smart automated process and growing of vegetables such as tomatoes and pepper. We want to stand in the gap of the massive importation from neighboring countries, ensuring sustainability and then food security. So our impact extends beyond yields. We foster local employment, empower communities, and contribute to environmental conservation. With every snail shell and every tomato harvested, we are growing and we are sowing the seed of a more sustainable and secure food future. This is a demo of our sites as of now, and Agro Empire is the new symbol of quality, professionalism, and Africa agribusiness culture in the world. Share our vision with us. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. The next one is Keba, if there is here, or else I can go to directly to call the next 5 people or 10 people probably. Ismail Komlan from Benin, Habib Turai from Sierra Leone, Patricia Wah from Nigeria, Lian Jepkeboy Song Sowon from Kenya, Desalegn Tadesse Tegenye from Ethiopia, Astra Yang Yabosa from Nigeria, Martins Aliu from Nigeria, Dennis Dong from Uganda, Daniel Otingu from Kenya, Bashir Jabrin from Nigeria. Please, I can call Ismail to present his presentation. Go ahead, please, Ismail. Yeah.
Hello. Well, thanks everyone for staying on. It's been quite an interesting presentation from the Global AgriFood TechPreneurs. So we are back again, and Komlan will be leading the next section. We will have to stick to time now. We're running short of time, and we really need to go very speedily. So if you're coming on, please come on quickly, and we will need to go quickly. Thank you very much.
Can you hear me, Doctor? Can you hear me? Hello?
Hello, Komlan. Please, can you start presenting? Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much, Anthony Dages, for this great opportunity. My name is Komla Ismail. I'm from Benin. My business is production and the processing of cassava into bread making flour. Why this business? Ukraine has been a great provider of wheat flour in my country, Benin. Unfortunately, the conflict between Russia and Ukraine has disrupted this supply. And also, wheat flour contains a lot of gluten to which many people are allergic. But in this case, how can we resolve this problem? That is why we produce and we process cassava into bread making flour that can be used instead of wheat flour. But our goal is to produce at least 200 tons of cassava flour per year. We cannot reach this goal alone. That's why we need a $20,000 in order to reach this goal. But what this money will help us to do? This money will help us firstly to expanding our farming operation. It means that we will buy a new land and we will produce a lot of cassava. Secondly, we will upgrade a processing facility.
Hello. Well, thanks everyone for being on. It's been quite an interesting presentation from the Global AgriFood TechPreneurs. So we are back again, and Komlan will.
Finished. Let me call the next one. Habib Troy from Sierra Leone. Patricia Uwah, if you are around, or Lilian Soko, please. Or Getaño Tadese. Okay, perfect.
Hello everyone, I'm Lilian Songok from Kenya. I'm going to do the speak deck of Global Foods International. Global Foods International is a processing food company that specializes in gluten-free, keto, organic food products. And the problem mainly is that most food crops in Kenya and Africa are underutilized, while 20% of the population is under hunger and 30% of the children are malnourished, while 1 to 10% of the population are suffering celiac disease. So our solution is coming in to provide green farmer input product market where we process gluten-free organic products which are value added and we deliver market-wide. Our unique value proposition is that women are at the heart of our value chain, where quality and nutrition of keto organic food products is our value. And in this case, we value the health benefits of these products as well as solving the issues of food security. Our total addressable market is at 15 million, and we are servicing currently 7,500. That is 1% of our current market for the hotels, institutions, storefront customers, and as well as corporates. Our milestones, our products are already a patented brand. We have Kenya Bureau of Standards certification. We distribute worldwide, and we are onboarding farmers to our system. Our growth strategy, we started back in 2021 and 2023, we've been creating awareness and education as well as product innovation and marketing. And the first quarter of 2024, we are looking at collaborating with key partners and geographic expansion. That is our team, me being the nutrition lead in the team. We have a marketing lead and customer relations. Our financial projection, we are projecting at USD 14,000 this 2023, and by 2025, our projection will be at USD 40,000. Our funding need is mainly a grant of USD 200,000. 60% will be on production, 15% operation, while 15% on marketing and 10% on product development. Thank you. So those are our key partners.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Ian. Yeah. The next one would be either Habib, Patricia, or Desalegn. Astra, Martin, please. Okay.
Okay, can I start now? Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Astra Osaige. I'm co-founder and CEO of Peptido Integrated Farms. And today we'll be presenting our solution to food security in Nigeria. And the picture you see on my screen is the typical Nigeria abattoir, which is dirty and very unhygienic. And in couple with the farmers struggling with low meat of our indigenous goats, like having 20 kg after rearing for a year, and the rapid growth of our population of 200 million people, and all agricultural and food organization has estimated that our livestock demand will triple at 2050. This is where we come in, and this makes the system unsustainable. This is where we come in. Peptido is a livestock breeding and processing company. We are specialized in processing chicken and chevron for our customers, and also providing healthy breed and quality breed genetics for our goat farmers. This is where my colleague comes in.
As highlighted earlier, the problems are dirty abattoirs and slaughter facilities in Nigeria, the low meat yield of the Nigerian indigenous goat due to genetics. Our solution is an integrated chicken and goat farm with an abattoir on site for meat processing, crossbreeding facilities to cross Boer goats with indigenous goats to improve the meat yield of our local goats and sell to farmers, and also a sales shop that will be located in the city center to distribute our products. Peptido estimates a £20.8 million market in Benin City, Edo State, for chicken and goat meat products alone. We are targeting a 5% market share by 2030, which will equal to £1,040,000. Our products are breeding goats. We also sell fresh meat, chicken and chevron, and we sell value-added products in packs, chicken and chevron in packs. Our business model focuses on business to business and business to customers, with more focus on retail customers and consumers, and also focusing on selling animals to live breeders. Peptido is projecting a profit of £452,000 by 2030, with a profit margin of 40.7% by 2030. My team is made up of myself and my co-founder, Astra Yobusal Saije. I'm the farm manager in charge of farming operations. Astra Yobusal Saije is in charge of sales and marketing. She is the CEO of the company. Ngozi Omefe is a certified UI and UX designer. She is in charge of product design and branding. Peptido is seeking the sum of £9,432,000. These funds will be used to purchase crossbreeding animals. It will also be used to purchase processing equipment to process our products, and it would also be used to procure other processing equipment to support our solution. We will be glad to have IntelliGigest join us on our quest to provide food security in Nigeria. Thank you.
So next, if Desalu Tadese, if you are here, or Patricia, otherwise we continue with Martin, Denise, Daniel, Bishop. Okay, Daniel, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Daniel Cheng from Kenya. Are you able to see my slide? Hello?
Hello, Daniel. Your slide is not yet showing. Do you want to share your slide, please? Okay.
All right, thank you. So my name is Daniel Cheng. I'm from Kenya. I'm the founder and CEO of Malida Foods Enterprise. We are a food processing company with interest mainly in alternative sources of protein to meat. So currently we do omena. The scientific name of omena is Silver cyprinid. It's a small fish found mainly in Lake Victoria. So we process, package, and distribute this product in Kenya. Our mission, our vision is to end malnutrition and end food waste and food poverty in Africa. And our mission is improve the quality of life by offering affordable, wholesome nutritional value while being environmental friendly. This is the team, myself, founder and CEO. Bear Mercy, the founder and marketing manager, and we have Margaret as the operation, and we have Kennedy as the chief finance officer. Our products, we have omena in groundnut sauce. We have packed omena ready for eating or snacking. We have also introduced cricket flour, processed cricket larvae for animal feeds, and deep fried cricket for human consumption. Competitive analysis, we have done extensive research on food industries competitive analysis landscape in order to gain insight that would allow us offer the best sustainable food solutions and end malnutrition in Kenya. We will achieve this by offering alternative protein-rich sources with the omena, that silver cyprinid, and cricket, the insect cricket. Our numbers, as you can see there, were formed in 2018. We have in 2018 we were able to do 2,000 USD in revenue. We had 5 employees, and our customer base was 5,000 households in Kenya. Currently, the year 2022, we did we did a customer base of 500,000. We had a total revenue of 22,000 USD. We are at 15 employees, mainly youth and women. Our revenue projection over the next 2 years, are very promising, with the expected revenue tripling from year 1 to year 2, following cricket farm setup. The growth is a testament to the ever-growing demand for protein-rich food and feed that are low cost to produce. We are currently in discussion also with an organization that is seeking to introduce omena, especially to school. There's currently a program in Kenya for school feeding program, and they want to integrate omena into it. We are seeking 70,000 USD in exchange for equity, with valuation to be discussed. The purpose of the money will be to land leasing, construct cricket pens, marketing and research and development, as well as hiring more staff with much more knowledge in food nutrition. Thank you so much for listening, and God bless you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Daniel. Anyone from the list, please jump in. I think I called you all. If anyone can come. Okay, thank you, Daniel.
Yes, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dennis Monge from Uganda, and I'm here to represent Dennis Frank Limited. Our theme is balancing agriculture for urban food security and sustainability. I'll rush through the slides since we have a very limited time. Our problem here is urbanization versus food production. In Uganda, we are facing a problem of very many people getting out of villages, coming to town, yet actually our production is still the same. We are still over-relying on rural people to farm for urban consumption. So our initiative calls in not to stop urbanization, but to balance production between urban and rural. As you can see in the graph, population is actually growing so high in cities of Kampala, Wakiso, and Mpigi over time. So we anticipate that we shall actually have a lot of people coming in every year. Where are we intervening? The lack of balance in urban and rural production is why we are intervening. We are seeing so many people in Kampala and Wakiso and Mpigi and other urban centers going hungry because there's no equitable food, and most of them have actually left the villages to come to the city center. So we are saying, can't we do urban farming even in the urbanized areas of Kampala, Wakiso, and Mpigi? Yes, we can do that. So our farm is employing techniques of training people urban agriculture to make sure they utilize the small spaces they have in the cities to do more production to ensure sustainability. Yeah, more so here we are trying to look at women who are so dependent on men, and actually they don't earn anything. So we want urban women to also be economically empowered through urban farming. Yeah, this will later on also increase our greenery, and we shall have more green space in in the city centers. Yeah. So our solutions, of course, is sustainable urban farms, and household farming in Kampala, Wakiso and other districts that are urban. Yeah, this is empowering women through agriculture, which is very pertinent. Yeah. So what is our impact, our project impact? We are looking at enhancing food security for over 25,000 households in urban residentials, at least by 2026. We are also looking at providing agriculture training and livelihoods for over 5,000 women in urban centers we are targeting. We are also targeting to create 30 plus community urban farms across Kampala and PG and Wakiso districts to make sure people can lively eat food and stop hunger. Yeah, we also want to distribute as our source of revenue produce to over 10,000 households yearly or even over. However much we are still on ground trying to work, we still have funding needs. We want to establish more demonstration centers. Yeah, so this means we have to acquire land, we have to acquire a lot of equipment for this. We have to expand operations from not only Wakiso, Kampala, and Mpigi, but also other urban centers that are having the same problem in Uganda. We have to improve our infrastructure. We are so thankful to Intel Digest for the platform. Yes, we shall do the distribution of the fresh products, but we also have to also intensify more technological infrastructure in Uganda to make sure we decrease dependence on rural agriculture. Thank you so much. Together.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Then I think who will be the next? I'm sure there are some, but
everyone. My name is Patricia Emeka Uwa. I am the founder CEO of Global Agro. I'm from Nigeria. And our motto is sustainable waste management for increase in food production. Global Agro deal on the production of organic soil improvers using our daily degradable food waste. What inspired me to go into this business? The challenges my people are facing, the people of the southern part of Nigeria. These people are faced with the destruction of their farmland, oil spillage, and waste in Nigeria. Now, these people, these oil spillage and waste in Nigeria destroy their farmland, thereby making their land to be what? Thereby making their land to lack macro and micronutrients. Therefore, Global Agro came with a soil improver to help improve, revive, and rejuvenate the soil so that food grown there will be free from contamination and retain its nutritional value. We retain its nutritional value and build the immune system of the consumers. Further problems these people are facing is loss of micro and micronutrients in the soil, damaged soil nutrients, poor soil quality, hunger, food insecurity due to soil damage. According to SDG report Go to Zero Hunger 8 Target 14 indicator, Global Agro is partaking in eradicating food insecurity and promoting food security for all by improving the fertility of the soil, supplying organic food that is highly sourced and cultivated with nutritional values intact in order to promote a healthy living. The solution to this problem is that with this soil improver, we will restore, revive, and reform the soil. We will help soil maintain its habitat and retain food nutrients. We are promoting non-hazardous and harmful soil improver. We help the soil produce food with zero contamination, good soil nutrients by maintaining a macro and micronutrient. This organic soil improver is readily available and accessible. Soil Improve is an accessible soil improver for agricultural practices. It maintains greenhouse gas effect in ecosystem. It improves the soil texture and fertility and help the farmers improve their agricultural production. Impact. The impact we are making is that we want to end hunger, we want to end poverty, achieve food security, promote gender equality, improve nutrition, and promote sustainability. Investment total. Our investment total is $400,000 with repayable loan of $100 and a grant of $300. Now, chart analysis. We are looking at equipment and logistics of 153,000, salary of 80,000, marketing of 70,000, land of 43,000, and IT 54,000. Now, my team members include, these are my team members. Patricia Emeka Owa is my name. I am the CEO and the team lead of Global Agro. We have Juan Awakego, Cecilia, who is our project manager, and we have IT analyst, which is Owen, and our development and marketer, Emeka. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the opportunity. Over to you, Dr. Khan.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Salama. I think it's been quite an interesting presentation from the Global AgriFood TechPreneur participants. I think you can agree with me. A bit of challenges because of technical issues, but overall, you can see the effort they've put into preparing for these presentations, and also how much they have stressed the importance of what they do, and their passion for what they do. And I do hope that the training they've gone through has really equipped them for the future, and we look forward to continue to support them. But yeah, thank you so much, Dr. Solomon, for joining us today, and I really do appreciate your contribution as one of the reviewers to the Global AgriFood TechPreneur Programme. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Indeed, despite all the challenges, technical challenges, all the presenters were putting a lot of energy, a lot of effort to present their efforts, and then I'm glad to be one of the reviewers, and I'm looking forward for the outcome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, well, it's been very interesting event today as we recognize the World Soy Day and the International Day of Banks. We have worked with these participants for the Global AgriFood TechPreneur Programme for the past 11 to 12 months now, trying to help them understand the value in transitioning to more sustainable practices and the importance of building a structure that enables them access sustainable finance to be able to progress their contribution to the agri-food system. And I'm so pleased that we could support these young graduates. At the moment, considering the agenda we have for today, I think we're running a bit behind the time because we're supposed to start the speaker presentations at 14:30 GMT. But I think it's important that for everyone who has joined us, who have been looking at the screen for some time, that they have at least about 2 minutes break to stretch their legs and then be able to rejoin us again. So we will kindly return back to the presentation at 14:55 GMT. So please do have some leg stretch and grab some cup of coffee or tea, whatever works for you, or just a drink. And please do rejoin us at 14:55 GMT as we progress with the presentation from the speakers. Thank you very much for being part of this great event today, and hopefully you find it very useful and beneficial, and also an opportunity to support and collaborate and work with this Global AgriFood TechPreneur participant. And to everyone who have presented today. Thank you so much for your presentation. You've worked so hard for this, and I think it did reflect in your presentation. So well done to yourselves.